Did you know that nearly 80% of smartphone owners drop their phones at least once a year? And with a titanium powerhouse like the iPhone 17 Pro Max, a single concrete kiss could cost you a small fortune in repairs. All the links are in the description below. We are diving deep into the ultimate countdown of the top 10 cases for your new flagship, and trust me, the winner might actually surprise you with how it balances style and survival. Kicking things off at number 10, we have the PITAKA Edge case, which is essentially the supermodel of phone protection for those who hate the feeling of a bulky brick in their pocket. This case is a masterclass in minimalist engineering, crafted from 1500D aerospace-grade aramid fiber that is 5 times stronger than steel, but light enough to make you forget it's even there. Measuring a mind-blowing 1.14 millimeters thin, it's designed for the purist who wants to feel the original silhouette of the phone while adding a touch of sophisticated utility. The standout innovation here is the world's first Aaron button, an NFC-integrated programmable shortcut that lets you launch apps or trigger AI tasks with a single tap on the edge. How cool is that? In real-life scenarios, the fusion-woven sunset aesthetic feels incredibly premium and grippy, sliding into tight pockets like silk. And it stays fully compatible with MagSafe and Qi 2 accessories for a rock-solid magnetic bond. However, when you compare it to something like the Banks Armor Air, the PITAKA justifies its $60 price tag through better build consistency and that unique smart button, even if it leaves the top and bottom rails a bit exposed. It's the perfect pick for professionals who prioritize style and smart shortcuts over heavy-duty armor, though you'll need to be careful with those high-altitude drops. What do you think? Is a programmable button worth the trade-off in protection? Let me know in the comments. On the Pro side, you get innovative NFC shortcuts, an ultra-slim profile, and scratch-resistant aramid fiber. On the cons, you're looking at minimal impact protection for the frame, a premium price point, and a fit so tight, it's a workout to remove. It's a specialized tool for a specific type of user, and it sets a high bar for elegance right out of the gate. Coming in at number 9, we have the TORRAS Ostand Q3 Air, a case that feels like the Swiss Army knife of mobile accessories because it blends high-level protection with a genius 360-degree rotating stand. If you're tired of propping your phone up against a coffee mug just to watch a video, this is the solution you've been looking for. Built with a hybrid of durable polycarbonate and flexible TPU, it features Air Max airbag technology that gives it a 7x military-grade drop rating, so it's much tougher than the PITAKA we just looked at. The real star of the show is the aerospace-grade aluminum kickstand that rotates smoothly to support your phone in portrait or landscape rate, literally any angle you can imagine. Performance-wise, the N52SH neodymium magnets are absolute beasts, offering up to 200% stronger magnetic force than standard cases, which means your phone isn't budging from a car mount, even on a bumpy back road. When you stack it up against the ESR Classic Hybrid, the TORRAS offers a much more premium, clicky stand mechanism and superior magnetic strength, though it does ask for a higher investment of around $65. It represents excellent value for power users who live on video calls or create content and need a dependable, rugged stand that doesn't sacrifice that sleek, modern vibe. I highly recommend this for anyone who wants an all-in-one solution that feels as expensive as the phone itself. Do you prefer a built-in stand, or do you like keeping your case as flat as possible? The pros here are the incredibly versatile 360-degree stand, elite drop defense with camera airbags, and massive 18-Newton magnetic holding force. On the flip side, it's a bit pricey. The rotating ring adds a tiny bit of depth to the back, and if you don't have fingernails, prying the stand open can be a bit of a challenge. It's a massive step up in utility and definitely earns its spot in our top 10. At number 8, the CASEKOO Cobalt Violet takes the stage, and this one is for the people who want a tank that actually looks like a designer accessory. This case artfully balances heavy-duty safety with a lifestyle-oriented design, boasting an industry-leading 18 feet military-grade drop protection. That's nearly double the height of most competitors. The build quality is top tier, using a high-density polycarbonate back with a matte, anti-fingerprint finish that feels like velvet in your hand. The defining feature is the 360-degree spin magnetic stand, a zinc alloy ring that sits perfectly flush when you aren't using it, so it doesn't ruin the lines of the phone. In daily use, the N52 magnets deliver a powerful 18-Newton suction that makes MagSafe accessories feel like they're glued on, giving you total peace of mind. Compared to the TORRAS Ostand we just mentioned, the CASEKOO offers even higher drop protection, 18 feet versus 12 feet, and a more textured grip, though it does add a fractional amount of weight to achieve that level of durability. It's an incredible value for users who are prone to accidental drops, but still want a modern, multifunctional design that looks sophisticated in a business meeting or out on a hike. Would you trust your phone to an 18-foot drop? Or does that sound like a dare you aren't ready for? Let's talk about the pros. Extreme drop resilience, a truly flexible 360-degree ring, and a rock-solid magnetic link for all your chargers. The cons are a slightly heavier profile, a matte finish that can be a bit grippy when sliding into tight jeans, and the fact that any moving hinge might lose its stiffness after years of heavy use. It's a beautiful, rugged beast of a case that proves you don't have to choose between tough and pretty. Sliding into number 7 is the SUPCASE Unicorn Beetle Grip, a rugged powerhouse that offers some of the best bang for your buck on this entire list. If you've ever felt like your phone was a slippery piece of soap, this case was made specifically for you because its primary mission is to provide a high-friction, secure hold. You're getting a staggering 20 feet military-grade drop protection thanks to a dual-layer build of rigid polycarbonate and shock-absorbent TPU, all while keeping the profile surprisingly manageable. The signature grip texture along the side rails is a total game-changer for one-handed use on a phone this size. It also features an integrated zinc alloy magnetic ring kickstand that sits flush against a cool frosted back, providing a rock-solid 1,800-gram magnetic hold for your MagSafe gear. When you compare this to a classic like the Spigen Tough Armor, the SUPCASE UB grip feels way more modern because of that integrated magnetic ring and a much higher drop rating, 20 feet versus Spigen's typical 10 to 12 feet. At around $35, the value here is insane. You're getting features usually reserved for cases that cost twice as much. I'd recommend this to commuters and power users who need that extra security in their hands. What's your biggest fear? A cracked screen or a scratched camera lens? The pros include top-tier 20-foot defense, a massive magnetic holding force, and those ergonomic side grips that make the phone feel glued to your hand. The cons? The industrial aesthetic might be a bit aggressive for some. The frosted back hides your phone's color a little, and the S Pen cutout, for those using this style on other models, can be a bit deep for larger fingers. It's a blue-collar hero of a case that gets the job done without any fuss. At number 6, we have the Pelican Voyager. And if the name Pelican sounds familiar, it's because they make the literal gold standard for protective gear used by the military and professional photographers. This case is the definitive choice for anyone who demands survival-grade protection, boasting an incredible 24-foot military-grade drop rating. That is 6 times the standard requirement. The build quality is exceptional, featuring a dual-layer construction with a rigid back and an internal energy displacement system designed to eat impact for breakfast. A unique bonus here is the included heavy-duty 360-degree belt clip holster that doubles as a media stand, which is a lifesaver for people working in construction or logistics. Even with all that armor, it remains compatible with wireless charging and MagSafe accessories thanks to high-strength magnets. When compared to the OtterBox Defender series, the Pelican Voyager actually offers a higher certified drop rating and a clear-backed option that lets your phone's finish peek through, whereas the OtterBox can often feel like a bulky black box. At about $65, it's a serious investment, but it comes with a lifetime warranty and the peace of mind that your phone is essentially life-proof. Are you the type of person who needs a belt clip, or do you prefer the pocket life? Pros include industry-leading 24-foot protection, a versatile included holster, and seamless MagSafe compatibility. The cons are that dust can sometimes get trapped between the clear layers. It's a bit of a project to install or remove, and the thick bumper might make some oversized third-party charging cables a tight fit. It's a professional-grade shield for a professional-grade phone. Breaking into the top 5, at number 5, the Poetic Spartan offers a complete 360-degree protection kit that is perfect for those who want to buy one thing and be done with it. This isn't just a case, it's a full security system for your device. It features a rugged, multi-layer shell that shields the screen, camera, and body, and it even comes with 2 high-quality tempered glass screen protectors in the box. The design includes a rotating zinc alloy magnetic ring kickstand and a shock-absorbent TPU inner bumper paired with a clear back so you can still see your phone's design. In real-life scenarios, having a 360-degree kickstand is a total luxury. It makes video calls in portrait mode or watching movies in landscape mode effortless. Compared to something like the SUPCASE Unicorn Beetle Pro, the Poetic Spartan offers more ergonomic versatility and a much sleeker look because of that clear back. With a 20-foot military-grade drop certification, the value here is through the roof because you're saving money on screen protectors you'd otherwise have to buy separately. I'd recommend this to outdoor workers or heavy travelers who need their phone to survive any environment. Do you prefer built-in screen protection, or do you like the feel of the bare glass? Pros: all-in-one value, a powerful magnetic ring, and incredibly versatile viewing angles. Cons: it's a bit complex to install, adds a noticeable amount of bulk and weight, and the frame can trap dust over time. It's a powerhouse that covers every possible angle of protection. At number 4, we have the Ringke Alles, a specialized heavy-duty armor that is built like a tank, but designed for a tech-forward lifestyle. The primary purpose here is to provide all-in-one protection by merging a rugged dual-layer chassis with a versatile, high-strength magnetic interface. The build quality is fantastic, featuring an aerospace-grade aluminum alloy rotating kickstand that feels incredibly sturdy. This 360-degree stand is the secret sauce of the case, allowing for stable viewing at any angle, while the built-in quick-catch lanyard holes allow you to add a wrist or neck strap for extra security, a feature you rarely see on heavy-duty MagSafe cases. The N52 neodymium magnets are stellar, providing a secure lock-on for chargers that feels way more reliable than budget alternatives. Performance-wise, the tactile micro-dot textures on the sides ensure a non-slip grip that's essential for a phone this large. When compared to the Spigen Tough Armor, the Ringke Alles offers much better utility because of that rotating stand and integrated lanyard support. At around $40, it's a fantastic middle ground for people who want durability without spending $80. Would you ever use a lanyard with your phone? Or is that a bit too tourist for you? Pros: durable 360-degree aluminum stand, great tactile grip, and lanyard compatibility. Cons: it adds significant weight to an already heavy phone. The S Pen or port access can be deep for some, and it mostly comes in black. It's a rugged, reliable companion for any adventure. Taking the number 3 spot is a legendary name in the industry, the Spigen Tough Armor MagFit. This case is widely considered the gold standard for no-nonsense protection, balancing industrial-grade security with a clean, minimalist look. It uses a triple-layer construction that includes flexible TPU, rigid polycarbonate, and Spigen's proprietary extreme impact foam, which acts like an airbag for your phone's internals. This is a case that has a decade-long heritage of saving phones, and the new MagFit version adds a perfectly centered magnetic ring for all your MagSafe accessories. In real-life scenarios, it feels clinical and efficient. The buttons are clicky, the fit is perfect, and the reinforced kickstand is great for watching movies, though it only works in landscape. Compared to the CASEKOO 360-degree spin, the Spigen feels more like a solid tank and likely offers better raw impact absorption because of that internal foam, even if it's less flexible as a stand. At $50, you're paying for a brand you can trust. Do you go for the tried-and-true brands, or do you like trying out the new innovators? The pros are the specialized impact foam, perfect MagFit alignment, and high-quality tactile buttons. The cons are the single-angle kickstand, a somewhat boxy feel in the hand, and the fact that the camera recesses can trap pocket lint. It's a classic for a reason, providing elite protection without looking like a piece of military hardware. Our runner-up at number 2 is the UAG Urban Armor Gear Trooper with holster, and this is the absolute ceiling of rugged protection. If you work in the most unforgiving environments or you're just incredibly clumsy, this is the case for you. It features a mind-blowing 30 feet military-grade drop certification. That is 5 times the standard requirement. The build quality is tactical and extreme, using a 2-piece co-molded construction reinforced by UAG's soft impact-resistant core. A standout feature here is the integrated port protection, a secure cover that keeps dust, grit, and moisture out of your charging port, alongside a heavy-duty 360-degree rotating belt clip holster. Despite its massive armor, it still works perfectly with MagSafe chargers thanks to a powerful built-in magnet module. When you compare it to the Pelican Voyager, the UAG Trooper offers a significantly higher drop rating, 30 feet versus 24 feet, and a more aggressive design that prioritizes extreme impact dispersion. It sits at a premium price of around $85. But for first responders or outdoor adventurers, it's a command center for your phone that is worth every penny. Could you imagine dropping your phone from a 3-story building and it surviving? That's the peace of mind you're buying here. Pros: elite 30-foot defense, dedicated port security, and a premium holster. Cons: it's very bulky, quite expensive, and has a very intense industrial look. It's the ultimate insurance policy for your device. And finally, taking the number 1 spot as the best all-around case is the ESR Classic Hybrid with Stash Stand. This case wins because it offers the perfect balance of showing off your phone's design, providing elite protection, and adding a genius feature you'll use every single day. Its primary purpose is to showcase the iPhone's titanium finish while providing a stashable, hands-free solution through its patented zinc alloy camera guard kickstand. This stand is brilliant. It's hidden within the camera's raised bezel, so it adds 0 extra thickness to the back of the case, but it opens to give you any viewing angle from 15 to 85 degrees. The build quality is top-notch, with a scratch-resistant acrylic back that won't turn yellow over time, and air guard corners that provide 16-foot military-grade drop protection. The N52 Halo Lock magnets are actually 50% stronger than standard MagSafe, meaning your car mounts and chargers will have a death grip on your phone. When compared to the Spigen Ultra Hybrid, which doesn't have a stand in its base model, the ESR provides way more value for a similar $25 to $30 price point. It's easy to use, has raised edges to protect your screen, and fits any charging cable. It is the ultimate no-compromise case for the modern user. Which of these features is most important to you? Clarity, the stand, or the magnetic strength? The pros are the invisible stash stand, elite magnetic grip, and superior clarity that won't yellow. The cons are that the edges are a bit more opaque than the back, it can show fingerprints, and it might have a tiny table wobble due to the camera-based stand. It's our top pick for 2026. Thanks so much for watching our countdown of the best iPhone 17 Pro Max cases. Whether you need a 30-foot drop-proof tank or a crystal-clear stand case, there's something on this list for everyone. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the latest tech accessories. All the links are in the description below if you want to snag one for yourself. See you in the next one.